Did you just fake spit and hurt your shoulder?
I think so.
What a great start.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's
shit.
going. Hi, thanks for tuning in.
Oh fuck! I overexerted my body while I was fake spitting, and my shoulder popped.
So I'm pretty sure we talked about how your shoulder got fucked
Yeah,
up.
we did.
Did we talk about what you have to do for your shoulder now?
Technically, I'm still waiting for my X-rays because I was supposed to go on Wednesday, but then the ice descended from the heavens and closed the entire city down. Basically, I'm gonna have to do physio and stuff for my shoulder for a freak weight accident.
I feel so bad.
So now I'm to the point in my life. I'm 21 years old, going on 22, and I can't even make a fake noise without my shoulder popping and dying. Pretty much, yeah. Oh boy. Well, welcome back to another episode of Average at Beast. Oh, I'm gonna burp.
Average it.
Oh, there it is.
Thanks for tuning into Game Grumps.
Yeah, really.
Cool.
Yeah. I wonder if John has that trademarked.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Do we owe him royalties? What is it, or is it like a cover?
I don't know, man.
It's probably a cover.
You heard that Shia LaBeouf went to prison, or he got arrested or something?
Yeah.
For his Trump protest, for his art piece.
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
He's the hero that we deserve. For those of you that aren't keeping up to date, it's been a week of memes since Donald Trump became president in the United States. It's just been kind of like weird. He reinstated the pipeline. They're actually building the wall, shit like that. So Shia LaBeouf, everybody's favorite meme,
living meme. Legend.
Decided to meme again, and he announced a 4-year-long protest against Donald Trump. And he punched a Nazi or something, right?
I don't know if that was him, but some Nazi got punched.
Well, that happened. But
yeah.
Shia LaBeouf also punched a Nazi, and he's got arrested. So keep fighting the good fight, America.
All right. And in similarly shitty news, like Mike said, we had an ice storm.
Oh God!
Freezing rain overnight, and 100,000+ people lost power in New Brunswick.
Yeah.
Which includes me.
More than 100. Like, I think it was closer to 200, wasn't it? Because they're still.
Oh yeah. Well, because before I lost power, it was at 90,000.
Yeah.
And that was Tuesday night at like 9:30.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are now 3 days later. So
you got hit worse than I did. I stayed at the dorm that night because I was here with Dom, and I went to the bar, and anyway, I walked over to the library. That's a funny story. I went over to the library drunk to take a book out.
Excuse me, can I read this book right here?
It was the weirdest experience of my life. I went to take out a book, and I went down to it was so weird because it was like an altered reality. It was like it was in a dream. I walk up, and I just kind of like find the book. I didn't even look in the computer. I just walked to the section that I thought it would be in, and there it is, and I take it,
good.
and I stumble downstairs, and I just kind of go over to the counter, and the librarian's like talking to me, and she's trying to be super nice. She's like, "Oh, how's your night?" And I'm like, "It's good." And I'm like, do you have your student ID to take this out?
Yeah.
I don't say words. I just look through my wallet. Here it is.
Just lightly throw credit cards at her until you find the right card.
Pretty much. And then she looks and she makes a joke because it's a pretty old book, and she's like, "Oh, this book's seen better days." I'm like, "Huh."
And you're just like, "Haha, I've seen better days. Goodbye."
Yeah. And then as I was walking from the library back to the dorm, that's when the power went out.
Oh.
And nothing is more terrifying than the whole university campus going black.
Yeah.
And then in like 5 minutes, the generator's kicking in and the lights coming back on for a second. Yeah. But anyway, the moral of the story was we lost power around 9:30. It came back on around 6 the next morning, but we didn't get power back at my place until Thursday.
Yeah.
And
I didn't get power back until today, like a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
4 hours ago.
Yeah.
That sucked. That sucked a lot.
So if we've learned anything, it's that we can't operate when the power goes out.
I cannot. I hung out at a Tim Hortons for 2 hours on Wednesday because I had nothing else to do, and then I mooched off my friend's Wi-Fi for a bit.
Yeah, it's funny how like
yesterday.
The whole city shut down.
Yeah,
we've had worse snowstorms and worse ice storms, but it's just because everybody lost power.
Everybody lost power. like half the lights in the city just stopped working.
Yeah.
So like you had, hey, look, this is a nice intersection usually. No, now it's an insane 4-way stop of death.
Trap, yeah. And it's funny too because like everybody forgets how to use 4-way stops
Yeah,
the second it's an intersection.
Funny story about that. I was driving to the Tims, and there was a guy in front of me who apparently did not know proper procedure when lights are down because he just sped through the intersection. Funny enough, literally turn to the left a couple meters and you will see one of the cars waiting to go was a police officer.
Oh, yes.
And lights go on. Beep!
Good.
Car goes to the side and I just slowly passed and just
flipping him off the whole way by.
Haha! Sucks to be you.
Yeah.
No, but it was creepy. That part of town, like it's in like the back going towards Fredericton. Like past the Coliseum. Like, just keep going that stretch.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, fucking whatever. Long story short, it's a long stretch of road with a couple lights, but a lot of trees, and then you hit the highway. And when there's no power there, it's just black.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
Like you see one transport truck driving into just nothing.
Nothing.
Like I'm not going that way. Screw that noise.
This was all just a dream sequence. Like it was all because I had a moment like that too, where I was driving and like the city was just pitch black.
Yeah.
And like people would just kind of like appear because nobody was wearing bright clothing.
Surprise.
They just appear and be like, "Whoa, shit!"
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh man, we went to Heinz, which is like a nice little diner breakfast place. The line was 20 minutes of waiting. Everybody, like there was people from all across town, like Riverview, Dieppe, they just came there because you know the Tim's by my house was out of power, so I had to go to a different one.
Yeah.
The McDonald's close by too was full of people. Because Wi-Fi and coffee and heat.
Yeah. My dad waited in line at Tim's for 55 minutes.
Oh, that was in Riverview.
Yeah.
Because one of our friends, Sam, said that there was like just the one.
There was one that was there was one that was open. It was nuts. I just made coffee at home.
I hope those people got good tips.
Yeah. You know how I made coffee?
What?
I fucking heated it up on a fire.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. We had our gas fireplace, which was nice the first night, but then we realized since we didn't have power, no fan.
Oh, rip.
So don't want to overheat the house and blow up.
Yeah.
Or have a gas leak somehow, anything. So we just kind of turned that off and blanketed it up.
Yeah.
Put a blanket over my cat, and she liked it, so that's good. I was like,
wrap the kitty up.
He's like, here, take this, and she's like, meow. So, you know.
Meow.
Meow.
Yeah. I really don't remember. I remember there being. I don't remember a goddamn.
I was drunk for the past 3 days.
The worst thing is when you can't open the fridge though, because it's shitty. Because I had just bought some Mountain Dew, and I was so excited.
Oh man,
I like couldn't even get in there.
On Tuesday I made lunches for like 3 days.
Yeah.
And I could only eat one because the rest just all went to shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I remember.
That's so bad.
I remember a couple. Well, not a couple years ago. This was a while ago now, but we had like a 5.
So whoopsies on my bad. Just press the pause record button. For you guys it was nothing. For us it was a really panicky 10 seconds.
For us it was everything. So what I was saying was I remember a couple. Well, shit, I did the exact same thing. Probably wasn't a couple of years ago. It was a while ago now. But we had like a 5-day long snowstorm.
Yeah.
And school was canceled like 5 days in a row. This was when we were probably like in elementary school.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't remember the whole city losing power.
No.
Because literally, like, the whole city was gone.
This is one of those things where I feel like if it was any colder, there would be, like, warnings of don't go outside, blanket up, you will die.
You will die.
Because this is, like, something that happened in Montreal in the 80s, I think it was, 80s or 90s, where it got so cold and people lost power and shit that, like, they're like, okay, if you're over 60 years old, don't go outside, you will die.
Yeah, your body will just give up.
It's just, like, it was, like, minus 40-something degrees. And,
yeah.
like, the funny thing is, a lot of Canadian clothing for outdoors is not suitable for that.
Sure isn't.
That low temperature. Like, places like Nunavut and Yukon, that upper part of Canada, they have different companies for, like, different clothing that's made for there that is a little more expensive but is higher resistance to the cold.
Right.
We don't get that here unless you buy it specifically.
Yeah. Because it's very
we don't
rare.
need it,
It's
right?
very rare that we ever dip. I think it's average to go in like minus 20s.
The lowest bin was like minus 35 a couple
Yeah,
days.
exactly.
That was insane.
Yeah, it was bad. But yeah, no, it's
Oh, the weather. How's the weather?
yeah, seriously. Basically, picture The Day After Tomorrow, everybody's
Yeah.
favorite movie. But like,
Oh man, I was
worse
I was
'cause we
getting
couldn't play
chased
WoW.
by the cold.
Yeah.
I was getting chased by the cold, and I found some huskies, and we went on a nice little dog sled trip. There's wolves everywhere. It's crazy,
rip.
crazy. You
Oh,
got trapped
boy.
in a museum, some shit. I forget. You know what?
Day After Tomorrow.
Funny story about that movie. Whenever we'd have, not a snow day, but like whenever we'd have like a holiday or something
Yeah.
in high school, and the teacher would be like, ah, whatever, I'll just put on a movie. Every time it was The Day After Tomorrow. I've seen that movie like 6 times.
Why the fuck would you pick that movie?
I have
Of
no.
all
I think it's
movies.
just like the one DVD we had at our school, and they just.
And it was The Day After Tomorrow.
Listen, we spent all of our budget on this one movie. We have to get as many uses out of it as possible.
All of our budget, $5.99. All of our budget.
Hey man, my high school did not have a big budget.
Fair.
Uh,
Yeah, we just watched Bill Nye
yeah.
all the time. Bill Nye and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh well.
All about the bills.
All the bills.
All about the bills.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah, man.
I had a movie downloaded on my laptop, so I watched that the other night.
Oh, yeah.
A History of Violence by David Cronenberg.
Never heard of it.
It's really good.
Yeah?
Stars. I was gonna say Hugo Weaving, but it's not. It's Viggo Mortensen, which is not close. But they're both. They were both in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Viggo's Aragorn, and Hugo is Elrond.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's right.
But no, that's as far as Cronenberg movies go. That one's by far the most accessible.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not like as balls to the wall insanity as like Existence or Crash or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's about a guy living in a small town and just has a nice family, and he owns a diner and stuff. But then these 2 robbers come to rob his place, and spoiler alert, this movie's 12 years old now. It's fine. Not a lot of people have heard, like, if you're just a casual moviegoer, you were not gonna see this movie anyways.
They don't
right?
give a shit.
It's really good though.
You filthy casual.
So they try to rob the place, and he ends up killing them, and he becomes like a hero in the news, which attracts the attention of a mob boss from Philly. And the thing is, why does he know this guy?
Yeah.
And why does the mob boss's thugs call him Joey? Like, what is that?
Yeah.
But the violence in the movie is like,
Top notch.
it's top notch. It's awkward. It's kind of gross,
Yeah.
kind of thing. His son gets in a fight with a bully at school, and it's fucking rough. Like, he kicks one of them in the balls, like, and then punches him like to the ground. And then the other guy he like punches in the face, slams against a locker,
Holy shit.
punches him repeatedly in the face, slams against the other locker, throws him on the ground, and kicks him in the face.
Oh my god.
Sends the other kid to the hospital. And you're watching this, and you're like, this is kind of over the top,
Yeah.
but realistic. Like, it's awkward. Like, it's not like
Yeah.
crazy martial arts. It's just like a
Just
guy
straight up
who's
scrap.
really angry at
Yeah.
these two bullies.
High
But-
school never ends. Uh-oh.
But like for a second, you get like, I wasn't sure where this was going. I had heard nothing about it except like, oh, it's a good movie. Watch it. And I was like, all right, on the list. So I wasn't sure if like the title would refer to like the son or the father, like if it would be like we're gonna start here and we're gonna go down the lineage and we see like
the father revisited.
right,
Yeah.
we're like, oh, this whole family's lineage is like every generation they have anger problems or
Right.
something. No,
Yeah.
it wasn't that. It was weird, but like really low key. Some really slow scenes. Like the scene at the start is the first 3 minutes is just one shot, and it's just the 2 robbers getting out of a motel.
Oh.
And that's it. And he's like, do you want to get some ice for this water? Like, we're not going to have enough water or whatever. And it's just really kind of awkward. It made me think of Pulp Fiction
Okay.
in the way they portrayed those 2 guys.
Right.
But they were like at least in Pulp Fiction, they're assholes, and they work for the mob, but like they've got,
They're lovable assholes.
they're lovable assholes because they have like an ethos, right?
Yeah.
Like Jules wouldn't want to give another man's woman a foot massage.
A foot job.
Whoa!
What kind of Freudian slip was that? A foot job.
Freudian slip on, put that shoe on there.
This episode of Average and Best Podcast sponsored by Foot Jobs.
Sponsored by Quentin Tarantino.
Sponsored by Quentin Tarantino's Silky Feet.
But no, like, so they have their like code of ethics, right? But
Yeah.
these 2 are like, you don't know how to feel about them, and you find that they're just complete, basically psychopaths
Dicks,
kind of
okay,
thing. No, it's a really good movie.
What's it called?
A History of Violence.
Do you download it or do you have it?
Yeah, I downloaded it from Netflix. Can do like the
thing
like the.
it's on Netflix.
It was when I got it.
Okay,
I'll have to check it out. That was like months and months ago.
Okay, I'll check it out though. It sounds cool.
Either way, definitely check it out.
Yep.
I'm a big fan of David Cronenberg movies. Have you seen many of his stuff?
Yes, I've seen Crash.
That's the one I haven't seen.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I
couldn't tell you the plot.
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, that's fine. That's totally.
Yeah, I really couldn't tell you. Did I enjoy it? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to see Split tonight.
Split? Oh yeah. The new
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. Yeah. Best known for his smash hit The Last Airbender. It's so weird though when you think about the movies M. Night Shyamalan has done.
Yeah.
And then you think The Last Airbender.
You're like,
why did he even get put on that? Like, why did he decide to do that project?
Never mind the fact that he's not a good director. He has good ideas.
I don't mind M. Night Shyamalan.
He just fucks him up sometimes.
Yeah. Like, I thought The Sixth Sense was great.
Yeah, everybody thinks The Sixth Sense is great, and everybody thinks Unbreakable is the best superhero movie of all time. That's just how it goes. And then from there, you can be partial to Signs or partial to The Village, and after that, it's just downhill. Like, like Devil?
Yeah.
The Devil is an elevator.
No, but I think Sixth Sense is really good. And I think Unbreakable is really good. Best superhero of all time? I don't know, man. Ant-Man is out there.
Bruce Willis, though.
Ant-Man.
But yeah, like you just look at the history of his films that he's made, and he's not an action kind of guy. Too. Like Unbreakable is arguably his closest thing to an action movie. Maybe Signs for some of the other scenes.
Yeah.
But like Unbreakable is the one where it would fit more.
Yeah.
And there's basically no action. Like there's awkward like jokes and grabs and stuff like that. It's not like an over the top Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah.
Right? It's not an epic fantasy.
For sure.
Like a Last Airbender.
Yeah, fucking Last Airbender. I don't know. I like Shyamalan. I like Shyamalan when he's in his element, and I think Split is more his element.
I like his ideas.
He'd be a great like think tank person.
Yeah.
But I've been told. I mean, Split won a lot of awards at TIFF and things like that. And if anything, I just want to see James McAvoy play 19 different characters.
That'll be interesting.
Like that, and he's a really good actor, so it'll be really interesting
that's
to
in
see
theaters here.
Yep.
Like wow, okay.
Yeah,
because that's a very small film festival kind of release.
No, it got enough budget from the film festivals that it made it to feature. I think they had to shoot some extra stuff because I think originally it was only like a hour long film.
Yeah, isn't it like an hour and 20 minutes?
Yeah, it's still pretty short.
That you need like a certain length. To
You need an hour 20 at least for it to be a feature length.
Yeah.
And I think they just get onto that.
Shit! Guess we're just gonna.
But I guess all they did was they added some.
It's like 20 minutes of him eating.
No, I guess they just added some. They had cut some things already from when they were submitting it to the film festivals.
Yeah.
So they just added what they cut.
Oh well, that's fine. Then.
So if it's how the film was originally supposed to be seen anyway,
sure, might as well.
Whatever, right?
Yeah.
Really smart to do because then you don't have to go back and do reshoots and shit and sign James McAvoy back on for another fucking however long it would take to shoot 20 more minutes of film.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So that's probably a good idea to do it. But I'm really excited to see that just because it reminds me of what Don't Breathe reminded me of.
Okay.
Like when I first saw the trailer for Don't Breathe, I was like, what the fuck's this?
Yeah. Right.
And I thought someone was coming in the door.
No, the door's just winding around.
Spooky
ghosts.
Wow.
Also, the lights are off again because it's nice like this.
It's nice.
You know.
It's got a nice ambiance.
It feels like the little red on light from the microphone looks like a nice little fire.
Nice little fire. Chestnuts roasting on an open microphone. But yeah, no, I'm really excited to see it. So I'll tell you all about that because
Sweet.
I'm a big fan of these indie movies
that
go feature length because they have to be good if they actually win stuff at film festivals.
Yeah.
They have to be
Get
good.
that funding, son.
Yeah, and you don't have to be good to be a fucking like AAA movie.
No. See, I was just you were gonna talk about like low budget indie movies. I was gonna bring up Triple X2.
Oh yeah, God. Return of Xander Cage.
Have you seen this yet?
Seen the movie?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it. Have
Okay,
you?
no, but
Oh, I want to.
I want to go on like a trash day where, where I watch that and like Resident Evil.
Yeah.
New Resident Evil.
God, I loved the first Resident Evil movie, and then I tried after every single one, and I'm just like, oh, what the fuck are they doing?
Like the black guy captain of the first one gets chopped up by the lasers.
Yeah.
Gets brought back as an army of clones. For the other ones, I'm like, I don't no.
Like,
no.
I think, well,
It's crazy. The direction that the movies have taken with this series is just complete opposite from where the games have gone.
I know.
Because 7 Biohazard is like extremely low key VR experience almost.
Yeah.
And like
Fucking terrifying.
They've still promised like fighting stuff, but it's more like a straight horror experience than it is like traditional survival horror with like your attaché
it's like what
kicks
PT was when PT came out. But no, I kind of accredit the Resident Evil movies to the same direction that the Sharknado movies went.
Yeah.
I feel like they just know.
Up and away!
Yeah, they just know now that they're like, oh, people will go see this anyway because they still make decent money. So, like...
Well, it made... What was it? We found this earlier. Funny enough, I think it was $1 million.
Yeah.
Was their profit or their earnings?
That seems like too perfect of a number, doesn't it?
It was around $1 million. I can't find it anymore. Anyways,
$1 million.
It was around $1 million for a release in like 2.6 thousand theaters.
Yeah.
That's awful.
It is bad.
Nobody gives a fuck about this movie.
Yeah, it is bad. It's also coming out at a weird time, though.
Yeah.
Usually these movies drop around, like, Halloween.
Yeah,
which
Halloween
makes more sense.
or, like, summer blockbuster.
Yeah.
But now we're in, like, the dire straits of January shit
death.
releases. Right? Like, you want to doom a movie, you release it in January at the start of the year when everybody's all moneyed out,
right?
And everybody's like preparing for Valentine's Day,
and
everything, and they're just going back to work after the holidays and they don't want to go see movies.
You want to doom a movie? Release the movie Doom, starring Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
That's true.
That movie was funny. Did you watch the Doom movie?
I actually saw it on Netflix the other day, like just scrolling past, and I was like, not enough alcohol today for this.
Yeah, there's like one scene in that where they pretty much emulate like the first person shooter aspect of it, and it's hilarious because it's not even good. All you need to do is attach like a chest cam to an actor, but like it's like he's using an aimbot. He's just like it's bad.
Turn and shoot,
pretty much. But I'm really excited to see Split. I was looking forward to this one because I remember in the summer when it was playing at TIFF, Interspace covered it a lot. And they're like, ooh, this is going to be really good. And then at the same time, that's when like Don't Breathe was kind of premiering. Was that like at the end of summer?
At festivals? Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Well, like it came out like in August or so.
Did it?
I think like in theaters.
Yeah. Anyway, that's around the same time that Don't Breathe was happening. So it was just kind of these two movies that I was seeing at the same time, and I was like, I have no idea what these are going to be about.
It came out, initial release August 25th.
Okay.
There we go. In Italy. So after that, it came out everywhere else.
Yeah. So it's just, these little indie horror movies are like...
This is insane. The budget for Don't Breathe was 9.9 million.
Yeah.
And they made 155.7 million.
Not bad. Don't Breathe.
That's pretty friggin' good.
Not bad. But I mean, think about, they didn't really need much for that movie, though. No. Like, that probably all went towards the old man.
Yeah, that actor.
Yeah.
He was the budget.
Pretty much. But yeah, no, I'm really curious to see what this twist and split is going to be.
Yeah.
Did you watch the trailer for it?
Yeah, I watched the trailer for it, and a couple YouTube channels I follow, like Ralph the Movie Maker and like I Hate Everything. Those guys all mentioned this movie, and they all said it was really, really good.
Yeah.
They said like it's not for everyone because it's like a weird indie, kind of like bullshit movie.
Yeah.
But I generally like find myself agreeing with them when I recommend a movie, and I'm like, yeah, no, this was alright.
Yeah.
So I'll try to check it out at some point. And
there's just this I don't know, it's such an interesting concept to me because it's like one guy is playing however many different, so you get to see his range as an actor, but at the same time there's so many different ways that this could go. Like if it's more of a survival movie for the characters, it's like get a couple of the identities to turn on each other. So like he tries to kill himself or something. Like it'd be really cool. I'm excited. I haven't seen a good horror movie in theaters in a long time. So
it's true. That's true.
And we didn't go see the Bye Bye Man. Is that what that one was
Bye
called?
Bye Man. Is that already gone?
I
It's
think
already
so.
gone.
I think
I was
so.
looking at movie listings.
Yeah, the Bye Bye Man is already
Bye
gone.
Bye Man. Bye Bye Man. No, it's actually Red Letter Media on YouTube. Their Half in the Bag series. They reviewed La La Land and The Bye Bye Man in the same episode. I haven't watched it yet.
So I'm gonna add that to my watch later because I need to watch that.
But that's the best combination you could do, is like award-winning or award-nominated, probably gonna win musical starring Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone versus a shitty low-budget horror movie that lasted a week in theaters.
Yeah. Speaking of that, La La Land is worth all the hype that it's getting.
It's very good.
It's just different.
Yeah.
It's different, and it's different in a very pretty way.
I've heard it's like a nice relief from other kinds of movies, or and like the world renowned.
It's just
it's
just very relaxing, and it's very, I don't know, the music is really good, the dancing is really good, the characters are really likable. Does it deserve to win like
everything?
Probably not. Probably doesn't deserve to win everything. If anything, deserves best score, best things like that.
The second you have a movie that comes out at that level of hype and is a musical,
and that's exactly, that's
probably
based around
gonna
music,
get the score nominations.
Plot wise, it's nothing new.
No,
it's basically Grease or Dirty Dancing, anything like that. But nonetheless, fucking Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling have a chemistry that is just absolutely fantastic. It worked in Crazy Stupid Love, so it's gonna work again. But yeah, no, it's definitely, if you're looking for something to go see like on a cheap night, go check it out.
There we go.
How the Fraggle Rock do I add this to my watch? Oh, I have to watch it later.
Literally the moment of clarity. There it is. There it is, folks.
Yeah, so I cannot wait to watch that. I wanted to go see Bye Bye Man.
Yeah, me too, because I'm like, we're suckers for shitty horror movies.
We are. But it'd probably be pretty good because we'd be the only ones in the theaters. One.
Somebody's like gonna get killed and we're just in the back going yeah.
Oh, did you see that? Well, we basically turn into James Rolfe and Mike Matei.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited to see Split. I'm excited to see a movie in general.
I'm just excited.
I'm just happy today.
I'm just excited.
Today was a long fucking day.
Today was a long day. I've had to shower at the gym for the past couple days.
It
was good motivation because I had to get there before all like the old guys walked around.
Before the dicks.
Okay, something I don't understand. Sure, you need to be naked to take a shower. But do you need to be naked after you take that shower when you're walking around chatting with your boys and then going to blow dry your balls and then wash your hands and weigh yourself on the scale and then walk back to your locker?
Technically, when you weigh yourself on the scale, you are supposed to be naked.
That's true. But like, they're non-stop naked. Like the second they walk in, they're like, freedom! It's gone!
Yeah, but I mean, I agree at that point with your body where you just don't give a shit.
Yeah,
it's just like this is what I got. What do you
I took my shower and I was like, this is fine. And then I just put on my towel and just went to my locker and put on clothes, whatever. I didn't want to flop around for fucking 20 minutes.
See, look at this helicopter.
Plus today, extreme added awkwardness. There was like a middle school to high school swim meet. So a bunch of little boys in the fitting rooms. I'm like, am I allowed to shower here? Or is this wrong?
Am I allowed?
Am I allowed? Am I gonna get arrested if I try to shower after the gym in this place?
Freeze! You're under arrest.
God damn it.
Oh man. Anyway, yeah. Fuck. That sucks, man. Yeah. I'm glad you have your power back.
Me too. I thought you were gonna say that sucks about the swim meet boys.
It's tough about the swim meet boys too. But I'm glad you have your power back. Thanks. Mostly because friendship wins.
Yeah. Well, I was getting real close to the end of wearable clothing. When you run out of underwear and shit, you're like, we were gonna do a wash on Tuesday, but we can't because the power cut out. Yeah. Now we have to wait 3 more days.
Rip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's not fun.
Look,
you've been playing games.
Well, the power's been
Oh yeah.
So no, the last game that I played was probably when we went on our last Moo Moo adventure.
Last little Moo Moo adventure.
Yeah, I fucking love our Moo Moo adventures, man. They're so good. I'm thinking about starting Uncharted 3 tonight though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had to take a break after I beat Uncharted 1 and 2 in like 3 days.
No, it's fine.
So I had to take a little break, so I'm going to hop on to Uncharted 3 tonight, I think.
Yeah.
And probably hop on to WoW later, too.
Woo.
Just for some Moo adventures.
Hey, now that my power's back, maybe we'll try to record something.
Yeah, totally.
Yay.
Because, I mean, just, yeah. I feel like a pioneer now. I can go home and turn all the lights off and survive. But I'm going to see, I think Split's at like 7:15.
Yeah.
So I should be home by like 9.
Ah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then we'll
hop on for some.
Oh, and tomorrow instead of going to my usual work of 9 to 5, just sitting at a desk, I get to go put up posters all around town, Dieppe, Shediac for an event next week.
Okay.
That's going to be fun.
Nice.
I haven't done that since the start of that job in the summer last year.
Oh,
so
cool. That'll be fun.
I'm going to try to download enough podcasts to keep me entertained for the whole day.
Yeah.
Because
it's going to be a long walk.
It's going to be a long one.
Yeah,
I'm not walking.
It's gonna be a long walk the whole way.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna take the puppy to the dog park for the first time tomorrow.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Pupper does the dog park. It'll be
live at the dog park. It's Pupper.
It's Pupper.
Wow, amazing,
so cute. Yeah, no, I'm pretty excited. It's gonna be interesting because like she loves to run because she's a lab. And they love to run, but her legs are still too long for her body. So this is what you get.
It's an awkward like I'm trying to
This is what you get when she runs.
It's like a giraffe calf. Oh my god, she's so cute. She keeps almost falling everywhere.
She's just so floppy when she runs.
Just playing a little video of the dog. This is gonna be really good on audio podcasts.
Yeah. So anyway.
And now the dog is running along the edge of the fence, stumbling a little bit.
She's
still going.
She fucking got under the fence the other day. I had to fucking walk around the block.
Doggo the Explorer.
Yeah, Doggo the Explorer. I was so pissed at her. She got so dirty. I wasn't even mad at the fact that she could have died.
You dirty bitch! Get back here! That reminds me of a stand-up bit by comedian Ron Funches. He's like, now I don't approve with the use of the N-word, but I think we should use it to shame our pets. And so his whole bit's about that.
Oh god.
But I think of it.
Shame our pets.
You dumb bitch. Woof.
That's right. You know it.
Shooby dooby dooby wah wah. My name is Angela.
And you are not that memoir, stuck a bitchy snob.
I don't think they put bitch in the lyrics of the kids show.
You don't know.
It's like you know in Caillou it just straight up turns into like Straight Outta Compton like halfway through.
You don't even know.
I don't.
You don't even know.
Don't.
You don't even go here.
I not technically. We're in the arts building and I go to.
That's true.
So fair enough.
Just real quick.
Sometimes we put up walls not to keep people out, but to see who cares enough to knock them down with a really sad Donald Trump.
Oh boy! Now we, jeez. Someone's been going pretty crazy posting in the
my god
group,
nonstop
25/7.
What was your favorite cartoon growing up?
My favorite cartoon growing up?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Is this stemming from Angela Anaconda?
Yeah. Because mine is not that show. That show's awful.
Yeah, it is.
If somehow we have listeners from other countries, Angela Anaconda was this weird paper craft-ish animated show with black and white characters. Like their faces were black and white, and they were like real photographs of children.
The guy who created the show actually got arrested for child porn.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So those pictures may have been.
I fucking hope not.
Yeah. I was really into Gargoyles.
Yeah.
And Batman Beyond.
Hell yeah.
And a light just turned on up there, and it was like a very religious moment for me. Whoa! I was really into Gargoyles and Batman Beyond. Teen Titans was really good.
Yeah.
Batman the animated series. I watched a lot of cartoons. It was all real good. What about you? What were yours?
I used to try to stay up late to watch the Dilbert cartoon.
Oh yeah. I was never allowed to
Courage
watch
the
that.
Cowardly Dog.
Courage was good.
And Tales from the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah.
Those were my favorite.
Tales was really good too.
Mostly because it was the like I have to stay up and sneak to watch these.
Yeah, I remember it was kind of like that with Dragon Ball. So.
Yeah. The only unfortunate thing though is trying to watch Dilbert in those shows was they would either be on or after. There's a cartoon that was based off another comic strip about a family written by a Lynn something.
For better or worse.
For better or for worse.
Yep.
That show was on, and I hated it.
Yeah.
Hated it so much. I
pretty
hate
bad.
that comic strip, and I hated the cartoon. I never liked it. Fucking never liked it. But I had to either sit through it or turn it off.
Yeah.
But you can't turn it off when you're like fucking 8 years old. You're like, I just want to see my shows.
Yeah.
Whatever. You're like, oh boy, and you get to that, and you're like, oh, it's like this family drama.
Family drama, yeah.
It's basically like Seventh Heaven or like Gilmore Girls, but as a cartoon, and it was. I didn't want to watch that. My mom watches those shows.
Yeah.
Get out of here with that shit. Show me zombies.
Yeah. My problem was I never
that's how I
understood
looked at it.
Dilbert.
Yeah.
I didn't get it when I was that age. I love it. I love reading the comic strips and stuff
Yeah.
now because I'm like, oh, this is Office life. This is basically the Office.
I liked it as a kid because some of the characters, like Dogbert's fucking hilarious
Yeah.
and all that stuff, and Loud Howard. But now that I'm in business, it's even funnier retroactively,
Right.
because of how true it all is.
Yeah, it's probably,
It's even funnier now when they're like talking about pointless meetings, and you're like, hey,
Yep.
my last class we talked about pointless meetings. Nice.
Nice.
Being on like the student council a couple of years ago, I was like,
Yeah.
some of these meetings are real shit. Nothing's getting done. All you hear is arguing. We don't even have free donuts. I just want to go home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Whoa.
Yeah, a big old yawn over
Whoa.
here. Oh boy.
Oh. Do you have any movies or shows that like scarred you when you were young?
That scarred me?
Scarred. Because like personally, when we went to see Men in Black 2.
Yep.
And this was that movie was strange because it was partly sexual awakening, partly traumatizing.
I don't know, man. Will Smith is pretty hot. So
Not talking about the Will boy. I'm talking about those weird little shrimp aliens. No, I'm just kidding. It's it's like the shape shifting.
I was really worried for a second. I was like, no.
Just wanted to show them up stuff. They're so small. You got 4 arms and shit. They can play jazz up your butthole.
You like jazz?
No, like that shape shifting alien that like found the fold out model magazine.
I really don't remember.
Okay,
that
so there's
at all.
there's a sexy lady alien in Men in Black.
Yeah.
I forget if it's 1 or 2. Anyways, it's that movie. It's the one with her in it.
Men in Black.
Because it's like a shape shifting alien that wants to get a jewel from a alien princess that's like hiding out on Earth, or she wants to kill her. Either way, long story short, this is a long time ago. Very conflicted feelings about seeing sexy
Her?
women on screen. Yeah. Men in Black 2. There we go. So imagine like.
I don't remember.
Imagine like 6, 7 years old going to the theaters, seeing like, oh, it's a lingerie model, and she's killing people
Yeah.
and eating them, and I was like, no! Yeah.
There she is.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I just typed in Men in Black sexy alien.
There you go. That'll do it.
That fucked you up though.
Huh?
That fucked you up as far
That
as
fucked you up because like,
sexuality
well,
went?
no, like it was like scarring because I was leaving. I was like, I can't trust anyone anymore. It's like a little. How am I to know as a little 7-year-old child that a sexy lady coming up to me like might just kill me because she's an alien monster? That inspired my love for David Cronenberg movies.
How can I ever trust and love ever again?
How can I ever trust another lingerie model ever again?
Really? I don't know that there's any movies that like really scarred me. Like,
Or just like an impact where you walked out and you're like, I was not meant to see this, or because we talked about the other week about like you seeing Alien and stuff.
Alien and stuff. Yeah, where I was just kind of like, I think I was scared, but I think I knew why I was scared.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I think it was. I remember my grandfather was watching a movie one night, and I don't even think it was on late. Like, I think now if I were to watch it, I'd be like, okay, this is nothing. I'm pretty sure it was Psycho.
Oh.
There's the scene where the chick's in the shower.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that fucked me up. 'Cause I
That'll
remember having
do it.
nightmares about that.
I will only bathe now.
But,
no showers.
Like, I haven't seen Psycho, actually.
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie.
I've never seen that either. I've only seen like clips.
Yeah, so
I remember a scene actually in Sailor Moon of someone getting attacked in a shower too.
oh yeah. Sailor Moon's very rapey though.
Yes.
I didn't realize how rapey Sailor Moon is.
Because the English dub and like translation for 4Kids and shit was all like, oh, you know, sell this to kids.
Yeah.
But in like the original show and manga, it's like, all right, 2 of the sailors are lesbians.
Yep.
In the American version, they were just cousins or some shit.
All right, I'm facing my fears right now live on the
Your
podcast.
fears? We're gonna
folks.
watch the shower scene.
The shower scenes from Psycho, just so I can see what it was all about. Because I have a vivid memory of it happening. So it's gonna be interesting to actually watch it now and see if it's anything like I remember it being. Because I remember having nightmares about it. So it's this hot lady for the 50s. What year did this come out? 1960.
1960.
She's scrubbing. She's really enjoying her shower.
She's really enjoying. Oh, it feels great.
Oh wow,
on my skin.
She's only touching her neck. She's touching 2 of the erogenous zones.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
that's correct. Oh,
now
her hands are off camera.
Jesus.
And then we have that wide angle. Not is it wide angle shot? Yeah.
Yeah, wide angle, and there's a shadow in the curtain.
And we're slowly zooming in, and it's brandished. And there's the knife. Stab.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, it doesn't hold up as far as like effects go, but it's tense. We're not watching it with any
really fighting
context
back.
or anything.
She's really fighting back. Geez, she's really getting.
There we
knife
go.
didn't even penetrate her body there.
Nope, now it is.
See, that's what I remember. I remember the blood going down the shower drain, and I remember Oh, she's still in the shower. He ran away. Okay. I remember every time I'd take a shower or a bath, I'd picture that, and I'd be terrified.
To me, it was a combination of that and the scene from Sailor Moon where somebody got attacked in the shower by a weird alien. I was like, oh, man. Oh, these weird aliens. They're just fucking shit up for me, dude.
Seriously,
These weird aliens just ruining everything.
I kind of want to watch Psycho now.
Yeah.
I can't believe I've never seen Psycho.
It's a classic.
That's Alfred Hitchcock, isn't it?
It is. It's like the one that he's most known for.
Birds.
That and Birds.
Yeah.
Those are the 2. But there's like, he's made what, like 50, 60 movies?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
He's, she did. Yeah, so I just did it. I conquered my fear. Yeah. I watched the shower scene from Psycho.
And tomorrow you will not bathe.
And tomorrow I will not bathe because I'm fucked up again.
I'm ruined. Ruined forever.
Yeah, so there we go. I did it live in front of you for the audience. So make sure you tell your friends that not only are we talking about good shit on this podcast, but we're also facing our fears.
Yeah. That's partly what this is for, is to just, it's a nice little therapy session.
Right.
Exactly.
I can't believe that scared me one day, but I was also very young when I saw that, I guess. So, hey, what are you gonna do? Okay, video game. I remember a video game that fucked me up.
Did you play Manhunt when you were like 4?
No. And it's funny because I played through the entire game, but whenever we got to this part, I'd get my dad to play it.
Oh.
The original Halo.
Halo
Combat
the flood
Evolved.
mission.
The flood mission,
dude.
where
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm right there with you.
That shit's fucking scary.
The flood is terrifying.
And like, looking back on it now, it's horrible because the graphics are shitty. But it was when the dead Marine fell through the door into Chief's arms.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my god, that's terrifying. Now I just look at it, I'm like,
so like all the parasites pop up. And stuff. And like even parts of like Half-Life, like the I think the
Ravenholm
barnacles or some shit. There's like one alien that's like on the ceiling.
Oh
and he's just eating a dude. Like just surprise, whomp.
I thought
stuff like that. It's like, oh my god.
It's called Ravenholm. The city where you first, like the little village where you first see the zombies and shit.
Ravenholm.
Yeah. Somebody made a really, really cool fan movie called Ravenholm. Fucking terrifying. It's really good. Half-Life was scary though because G-Man. You just look up in a random window and he's there watching you.
Yep.
Yeah. Half-Life is so good. Come on, Gaben.
Make another one, son.
Make a Half-Life Tres.
Half-Life Uno.
It's funny. I started playing Half-Life 2 again just because I got it on Steam for free a long time ago.
Yeah.
And God, those graphics still hold up. That game came out like have to have been a decade ago. 15 years ago.
Almost. I think.
And it still looks beautiful. It's still a really pretty game.
It came out. Yay, fact checking. 1998.
Half-Life 2?
Yeah. Half-Life 1.
Oh, I'm talking Half-Life 2.
Okay. I was like, oh, okay, all right. Half-Life 2 came out.
Yeah, Half-Life 1 looks like shit.
Probably a couple of years after. 2004.
2004.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still a very pretty game, which is like unheard of. Nothing's pretty from 2004.
Like the thing with stuff like that is, we're gonna look back and everything from this point of time, right?
Yeah.
And we're either gonna like some parts of it, or we're gonna cringe at some parts, and we're not gonna enjoy visually or whatever. And the same that happens with art styles, right? And as technology moves forward for games, this isn't something that happened with painting or with music. You can still appreciate the old ones, and you don't look at Michelangelo stuff and go like, oh, that's gross, right?
What the fuck's this?
Because some dude is making like pixel art or some shit. But when you look at
pixel art,
right, it was like, oh, it's newer. The old one looks like shit.
Yeah.
No, but with like video games, especially with 3D games, the quality of like 3D models has improved so much.
Oh god, yeah.
Came from like
Mario 64.
awkward triangle like pyramid tits in Tomb Raider to like fully fledged like, hey, this is Mads Mikkelsen.
This is
like Death Stranding.
This is a real boob.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
This isn't a triangle anymore.
This is a real boob. No, but like it comes down to the art style, because you can't keep up with the technology.
No.
Because something better is going to come along, and we've slowed down a bit the past few years.
Yeah.
But like Unreal Engine 4 looks insane, stuff like that. People can make like these renderings of what it looks like lifelike environments almost.
Yeah.
The only problem is we're not at the point where we can make like lifelike humans in 3D yet.
Yet.
That'll be scary, but it will happen, because that's where that technology has to end up.
Yeah.
Where once we make our progress from 2D all the way up to 3D, you have to end up at lifelike. You can't go past lifelike. It would go right back down.
We don't even know what that is.
You know, the uncanny valley, right?
Yeah.
It looks like ass before and after realism.
Before reality.
If it's hyper realistic, it doesn't look real and something's off.
Yeah.
So what happens is companies either fuck it, just go with it, like Halo, some parts of it, you know, or you have the stylized art style, like Beautiful Joe.
Fucking love Beautiful Joe.
Beautiful Joe still looks amazing because of the art style.
Yeah.
And it's all like cel shaded and it's 3D models, but it still looks cool, it still looks fresh and clean, because they didn't get stuck with realism. They just
went.
They made their art style, they got it good, and they just went with it.
Did you ever watch the Beautiful Joe anime?
No.
It's
actually
so good. It's so bad that it's so good. It's like, oh god. The theme song is great. And like, it's just such a cool concept of like, all he does is he works in a movie theater. Joe works in a movie theater, and his girlfriend Sylvia is like, you know, they're just a typical couple. And then they need to go in and save the movies so they can show the movies at the movie theater, because the movies are being polluted by shit. So they need to go in and save the movies. And it's just like such a fun anime, and I haven't watched it in years, and I should.
Yeah.
Crunchyroll.com sponsor me so I can go watch it.
Please sponsor us, Crunchyroll.
Yeah, god, man.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Good shit. Trying to think of other a video game that scarred me when I was young. I don't know. Video games were different, because I played a lot of RPGs and some shooters here and there. Like Halo was the first real shooter that I got into, but I played like Elder Scrolls, Morrowind and stuff like that.
Yep.
So I didn't really have even horror games weren't really I didn't play them much, so I didn't have a reference point but
I played a lot of games of just every different genre, and I find games are things that scarred me more because they're so interactive.
Yeah.
When something jumps out at you, it jumps out at you, versus in a movie it's just kind of like there's that distance.
Even in you can't get as surprised in a movie as you are in a game, because you if you're immersed in it, you feel like you're
in control. You're supposed to be in control, and then when you're not in control anymore, that's when it's like, holy shit.
Well, it's like even in like a game like Call of Duty. Let's say you run around a corner and there's a guy right there and he stabs you.
Yeah.
You're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But in a movie, if you would see like the camera behind the soldier, because they're not gonna shoot a whole movie in first person and have the guy die halfway through.
Yeah, exactly.
You see the camera behind the soldier and he runs around the corner, and then you see the other guy's hand go and stab him, and you're like, oh, that sucks for him.
Yeah.
But when you're playing, you're like, oh my god, no! You feel like
the immersion.
You have that moment of, oh no, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Right. Like
rip.
And that's something that's gonna be sweet with like more and more VR games, right? Like PT and even like RE7 stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where you're in it, you feel immersed.
Yeah.
You have your headphones on, you have your goggles on, you have the motion controls.
Yeah.
You're like. You are in.
I think...
and your pants will be soiled.
I think Resident Evil 7 is going to fuck a lot of people up.
Yeah.
I honestly... and then the same way that I think if Silent Hills was still kind of a thing, because I know they've kind of migrated over to Death Stranded.
Yeah.
But I think PT fucked a lot of people up.
Oh, definitely. I didn't play it. I didn't have the chance to play it personally because I didn't own a PS4 at the time.
Sucks, man.
But I watched... plenty of people play through it, and even then I was like, sometimes I was like, all right, this is
a lot.
I know this would be too much just playing it by myself. Like it's definitely one of the things. Like horror movies I can watch by myself, it's fine. Horror games,
different.
I would like a companion. Like someone else to scream with me. Otherwise, like
I think horror,
I get too into it.
I think as a genre, unless it's like, I don't know, you're reading a book or something, like I wouldn't sit and read H.P. Lovecraft with you. But like
no, it's very solitary.
Yeah, experience. It is. But as far as playing a game, watching movies, I think horror is one of the best kind of like community genres. Because
let's get spooked
it's
together.
It's so fun to get scared together, because when something happens and you both scream like idiots, you just kind of look at each other like, haha. Like, it's fun.
Well, like we used to have at the local Zubu at the zoo, which is like around
so
Halloween, fun. Everybody would go there. Excuse me. And they transformed the zoo into like these mini mazes, and not just like a spooky corn maze. Like you would walk in and would be like horror movie themed. Yeah. So everywhere would be
was always the coolest one.
Yeah, like masks and shit. And there's a guy like the little room they had at the end. It changed all the time. Yeah. So it was either like Leatherface or like Jigsaw stuff like that. It was like horror icons, right? They had Jason one year. And you would get to that point and everyone's like terrified because you're like watching through a window, somebody get killed on the other side, and then there's a dude with a chainsaw right in front of you, and you try to go to the door and it's a fake door, so you have to find another way out. And it was like, it wasn't like escape rooms, but it was that same feeling of panic, of group panic and fear.
See, but that's the thing. I actually felt panic at Boo at the Zoo. The escape rooms that we've done, I've never felt panicked because I know nothing happens. Like, nothing happens if you don't get out. There's no punishment.
We don't have low enough budget. We don't have low enough. We have too much of a low budget for these escape rooms in Moncton specifically.
Oh yeah, because there are some that are like kind of haunted house escape rooms.
There's I forget the name of it, but there's a place that popped up in Montreal around Halloween, where it was kind of like a zombie forest type thing.
Is that the thing where you need to sign a waiver?
You needed to sign a waiver for... well, how it worked was that you got to pick 3 different shirt colors. Yeah. And the shirt color indicated level of interaction with the actors. Yeah. So with green, they can't touch you. Right? You're just there to be spooked. With yellow, they can like touch you and graze you and like, you know, grab onto you and whatever. And it gets a little spookier. With red, anything goes. Anything goes. Part of the thing you have to sign was like, hey, if you wear the red shirt, you might get stuff fed to you.
What the fuck?
Right? Well, you know, it's in the dark. You get spaghetti shoved in your face. Ah! Whatever, gummy worm, some shit.
See, I don't know if that's what I was talking. It might be.
It might be.
But there was something somewhere that people were like, you had to take a psychiatric test before you could go in.
That's even more.
Like they made you take a psychiatric test before you went in because some people couldn't handle it. Like it was basically torture.
Holy
like they
shit.
bring you in and like,
welcome to waterboarding or us.
No, but like
here's your bag, sir.
They'd bring you in, and if you got caught, like it was basically like the people who were playing, you were never gonna get hurt. You were never gonna get hurt. But like if you got caught, they would actually drag you and like pin you somewhere and like start like threatening you and stuff like that.
You'd feel like you're gonna get
exactly
up, right?
Exactly. But no, that Montreal, that'd be kind of cool. I want spaghetti shoved down my face. I just embrace it.
Give me more.
Man, Boo at the Zoo was so fun though, because it was such a fun thing too, because it was all community run. Yeah. So like I knew a lot of the actors that were in there. So it was just like, oh, you got me, Jason.
And sometimes though, like it was if like I went every single year that I could.
Yeah.
And I was at the point where it wasn't scary really for me, but I got enjoyment out of seeing my friends get real spooked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can tell what's a statue and what's a real person.
Because we went through. There was one that was like the corn maze, and there was like a little girl in the swing, and I was like, oh, that's an actor, and like. It was like she's not gonna run after us, but she's gonna like get up or something, and she got up, and I was like, all right, cool, call it. We walked past dudes sitting on chairs, and I was like, the first two aren't, the third one is. Yeah. It was, and it just kept going, and it's fine, it's predictable, but like
but it's fun.
It's fun. It's just.
It's cheap thrill.
I was just being a shit.
Yeah.
I was 16 and I was like, oh, I know how this works. And, I did, but whatever.
Yeah. But it's still fun because then you go and like then I think
and when it's not like what you think it is, it's even better. You're like, oh yeah, cool, I got surprised.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, Boo at the Zoo was great. And they always have the Monster House that sang Rob Zombie's Dracula.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
My favorite memory of that specific corn maze one though was we walked out. My friend Nate just goes, "They gave me a cob of corn," and I turn around and he's like brandishing this just like freshly like taken off the stalk fucking cob of corn, all wrapped up, and he peels it. He's like, "It's just real corn. It's just actual real corn." And we're all like, "All right,
you've been given the forbidden item.
It's up to you to eat it."
Yeah. Yeah.
But congratulations.
you did it. You were the chosen one. The corn.
You are corn man.
You are the child of the corn.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
No, there's a... I think it's Universal Studios. Every Halloween they do the Fright Nights or whatever.
Yeah.
And they've done a Walking Dead one. They've done an Alien versus Predator one.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those videos?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking awesome. I want to go to the Predator one so bad. It's
just straight up. You're like, oh boy.
Yeah. I'm your biggest fan. And then you walk in another room, it's just like a child molester.
You're like, oh,
not this kind of Predator.
No.
Oh no! Please, sir.
You go in there, it's Alien versus Predator, and it's just like an illegal immigrant fighting a pedophile.
And then out of nowhere,
that's like the oldest joke possible.
Yeah, really. Out of nowhere, the actual Predator comes in and murders both.
Yeah.
Oh god, life sacrifices for horror.
Do you think Predator is like for or against illegal immigrants? Do you think he has like the paperwork required to come to Earth? Like, I have my hunting license and everything.
I don't think Predator cares.
No.
Predator doesn't care about skin or race.
He'll murder you all if you're worthy.
He only cares about the kill. If you're worthy, yeah.
No, because there's shots in like AVP where like there's like an old guy or like a cripple or something, and then Predator's like, no, like I'm here.
It's not a fair fight.
I'm here for the fun of the fight. I'm not gonna just kill an old man. Yeah. That's stupid.
That's murder.
Right. That's murder. Right.
Yeah. God, I fucking love the Predator movies. Oh, I'm so excited for Predators. Did you see? I shared you. I shared that to you. Thomas Jane is going to be in the new Predator movie.
So
as
our
the
favorite Punisher man.
Oh, what if he is the Punisher? What if it's the Punisher and Predator? Oh, Punisher versus Predator.
Punisher team up with Predator. He just squealed like a little girl.
Oh my god, that's like a dream come true.
But like, you just see like Frank Castle like earn his mask. He just flies off into space to space punish the aliens.
Space punish. Get space punished. Oh god.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Hey, what happened? What happened this week? Anything fun happened this week?
No.
Okay.
Apart from the power outage, not really. In my personal life, I've just
that's true.
Just beating records at the gym for myself.
Just beating off.
Just beating off. I've just been beating off nonstop. When the power's out, there's only one thing you can do: just beat off till it's just red and raw and glowing. Just beat off till all you're left with is like a chafed isotope in your pants.
That's when the aliens know that you're worthy.
Like when it's glowing and you hear like, whoa.
They come down and get. It's the monolith from Space Odyssey.
Yeah, I grew like 2 extra arms I could beat off continually. It's like left, right, left, right, left, right.
You turn into that
some sort of masturbatory Shiva dating figure.
Say, yeah. Or you turn into the what's the Mortal Kombat character?
Just Goro.
Goro, yeah. Ah, Christ. Good shit. Out of 10. Fire emoji.
Fire 100. 100. Fucking okay hand sign.
Dude, I'm fucking tired.
Did you eat supper yet?
Yes, I did.
You did. I haven't. I'm looking forward to supper.
Were you looking for Taco Bell again?
No. I'm gonna get spaghetti.
Looking
probably.
for a little Taco Bell
Probably
treat.
Spaghetti. No, I want wings though.
What, spaghetti taco?
Spaghetti taco.
Spaghetti taco.
Was that until I just garlic bread?
Garlic bread.
As the shell.
Oh my god!
Spaghetti with the meat sauce, and it's like a little sub, but it's like a taco.
I love it.
Like garlic taco shell.
I just came.
Maximum erection.
Maximum erection. Yeah. Oh boy.
Speaking of maximum erections, what are you excited for?
Like in general?
Like in general.
I'm very excited to see Split.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to have some Moo Moo Adventures.
Moo Moo Adventures.
I'm very excited to be done with this programming class. That's about it. That's all I'm looking forward to in life. What about you?
I'm looking forward to getting paid.
Yeah.
That's the usual.
Get that money.
No, I'm looking forward to going back to my house, which is now warm.
That's true.
And with power and food.
Your house is with power.
My house is with power. My house is like raising its hand up in like the Black Power stance. You know, like
I'm done. That's it.
Like at the Olympics that one year.
This is where I'm walking out. I'm finished. This is my last podcast. We made it 10 episodes. 10 episodes?
10 episodes. 10? Wow.
Hey, happy decade.
10.
Happy 10.
Happy 10. Oui, mon capitaine.
Oui, capitaine. Oh, fuck. I just watched the episode of South Park because I was watching that when Power was out because I have a couple seasons on DVD.
Yeah.
And I was watching the pirate episode where they go to Somalia.
Oh, my
dressed
God.
Dressed as like...
This like old-timey pirates.
Yeah, old-timey pirates. And then they come across this French kind of like... I think it's like a French yacht or something. And just the way that the first mates talk to the captain.
Oh, my God.
Faites-vous pour regarder pour des pirates? Oui, capitaine! Oh, Christ. It's good shit.
I love being bilingual for some of those jokes.
Right? It's pretty
like,
good.
You understand, you're like, oh, that's not right at all.
It's not.
That was so weird growing up and seeing that one Dexter's Lab episode when he's like, he's whispering into a girl's ear, omelette du fromage. And I'm like,
oh, Dexter, French is the language of love. Say it again.
Cheese omelet? Excuse me?
Yeah. It was pretty good. That episode was really good, though.
Yeah.
Fuck, Dexter's Lab was amazing. I forgot about that one.
It's not the beard on the outside that counts. It's the beard on the inside. Yeah.
Johnny Bravo was so good, too.
Johnny Bravo was great.
Cartoon Network was amazing.
I actually had... Whoa, Ma! This is my cover photo on Facebook for a long time. Just the profile of his face.
Who'd be a good live-action Johnny Bravo?
Macklemore, if you got real buff.
Macklemore? I suppose.
Yeah, real buffing out his hair to go whoop.
Yeah, I suppose. I was thinking like
Daniel Day-Lewis as method acting Johnny Bravo.
I was thinking
this is a more challenging role than Lincoln.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy? You can do anything.
He really can do anything. The Rock, if he could grow hair.
He could grow hair. He was not a rock, but instead a grassy knoll. Oh, there you go. If there's a JFK assassination movie, The Rock can play the grassy knoll. Just give him a wig.
Jesus Christ. Oh, boy. What time are we? We're 6:30. I gotta get going soon.
It's time for food and movies.
Yeah, it's time for that kind of shit.
Time to get out of here.
Duel. It's time to duel.
Luan.
All right. Well, why don't we cut it off there? That was a good rambly episode.
It was a good rambly episode. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can send those to averageatbestpodcast@gmail.com.
That is averageatbestpodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, SoundCloud, subscribe to us on iTunes.
Oh, yeah, by the way, we haven't re-upped our SoundCloud Pro
subscription. Oh, shit, right,
yet.
I forgot about that.
So right now, the only episodes available will be this one, when you hear this, and the previous one, episode 9, until we can get that going again.
Yeah.
We apologize.
Once we get paid.
We had a miracle happen last month, and SoundCloud just went, hey, you don't have any money on this credit card, but let's just give you a free month.
You like free shit?
Yeah, I like free shit.
Yeah. So, sorry for the inconvenience.
I know how good my coffee is. I don't need to tell me how good my coffee is. I bet my goddamn coffee. I know how fucking good it is. Sorry, you saying like, yeah, free shit, made me think of Quentin Tarantino's rant in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I know.
Don't need you to tell me how good my fucking podcast is. I make the podcast. I know how fucking good it is.
Fucking good podcast.
Do you see a sign above my garage that says dead podcast storage? No, didn't think so. Thank you.
All right, bye guys.
Goodbye.